What's going on, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls? Back at it again with another reaction video. Today we're getting into NF Hope. I haven't heard a whole lot of NF, maybe 5 to 10 songs. This is brand new. I don't know when the last time he released music was, but what I can expect from NF is artistry, authenticity, and like just passion. The dude has always been, every song that I've heard and checked out, he's very, very passionate and loves making music for the music. So I've always respected that about him. But we're going to jump right into it. Hope you're having a good day. Come vibe with your boy.
Oh, yeah, I'm on my way, I'm coming. Don't lose faith in me.
It's a little eerie.
I know you've been waiting. I know you've been praying for my soul. Oh, 30 years you've been dragging your feet, telling me I'm the reason we're stagnant. 30 years you've been claiming you're honest and promising progress. Well, where is it at? I don't want you to feel like a failure. I know this hurts, but I gave you your chance to deliver. Now it's my turn. Don't get me wrong, nature had a great run, but it's time to give the people something different. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce my album. Hope. What's my definition of success? Listening to what your heart says, standing up for what you know is right while everybody else is tucking their toe between their legs. What's my definition of success? Creating something no one else can. Being brave enough to dream big. Grinding when you're told to just quit. Giving more when you got nothing left. It's a person that'll take a chance on something they were told could never happen. It's a person that can see the bright side through the dark times when there ain't one. It's when someone who ain't never had nothing ain't afraid to walk away from more profit, cause they'd rather do something that they really love and take the pay cut. It's a person that would never waver or change who they are just to try and gain some credibility so they can feel accepted by a stranger. It's a person that can take the failures in their life and turn them into motivation. It's believing in yourself when no one else does. It's amazing what a little bit of faith can do. If you don't even believe in you, why would you think or expect anybody else that's around you to? I done did things that I regret. I done said things I can't take back. Was a lost soul at a crossroad who had no hope, but I changed that. I spent years of my life holding on to things I never should have kept, full of hatred. Years of my life carrying a lot of baggage that I should have walked away from. Years of my life wishing I was someone different, looking for some validation. Years of my life trying to fill a void, pretending I was in. They get it.
That was a dope transition. Oh, and then the songs changed too. Okay. I wonder if that's a preview for like another song on his album.
Necessary evil, difficult to go through, yes, but beneficial. Some would say having a mental breakdown is a negative thing, which on one hand I agree, but on the other hand it was the push I needed to get help and start the healing process. See, if I didn't ever hit my bottom, would I be the person that I am today? I don't believe so. I'm a prime example of what happens when you choose to not accept defeat and face your demons. Took me 30 years to realize that if you want to get the opportunity to be the greatest version of yourself, sometimes you gotta be someone you're not to hear the voice of reason. Having kids will make you really take a step back and look in the mirror. At least for me, that's what it did. Wake up up every day and pick my son up, hold him in my arms and let him know he's loved. Standing by the window questioning if that is ever going to show up. Isn't something he's gonna have to worry about, don't get it twisted, that was in the shop. Mama, I forgive you, I just don't want him to grow up thinking that he'll never be enough. 30 years of running, 30 years of searching, 30 years of hurting, 30 years of pain, 30 years of fearful, 30 years of anger, 30 years of empty, 30 years of shame, 30 years of broken, 30 years of anguish, 30 years of hopeless, 30 years of hate, 30 years of never, 30 years of maybe, 30 years of later, 30 years of faith, 30 years of hollow, 30 years of sorrow, 30 years of darkness, 30 years of 30 years of baggage, 30 years of sadness, 30 years of stagnant, 30 years of change, 30 years of patience, 30 years of suffering, 30 years of torment, 30 years of 30 years of bitter, 30 years of lonely, 30 years of pushing everyone away. You'll never revolve. I know I can change. We are not enough. We are not the same. You don't have the heart. You don't have the strength. You don't have the will. You don't have the faith. You'll never be loved. You'll never be safe. Might as well give up. Not running away. You don't have the guts. You're the one afraid. I'm the one in charge. I'm taking the reins.
See, this is what I'm talking about, man. It's just art in the purest form, man. Oh, that was a lot. That was a lot to digest. I know there's some things I missed in there. That is, the thing with artists like this is they're very, very detailed. Everything has a purpose in the song, from the instrumental to the way it was written to like the build up and everything. I mean, it's very, very detailed. So what I liked about this was, well, first off, the video is beautiful. It's super high def. It's very cinematic. And from the songs that I've done before, he usually does have a cinematic feel, but this is obviously extra because it's like in New Zealand or Hawaii or something, like just beautiful landscape, and that gives it that cinematic feel as well. But the color grading, the shots that they chose to use, and just the overall quality of it's very good. I love the transition in here. I love the contrast between his white outfit and his black outfit. Those are symbolic of the good sides of him and the bad sides of him, you know, the bad emotions, frustration, struggle, anger, everything that goes in with that black side. And then the white side is his hope and his happiness and everything that's positive, pessimism and optimism. It's the yin and yang of that. And I think that goes into the song, a little transition into the song. The way that he talks about everything is very relatable to everybody. It's always about, struggle and perseverance and 30 years of change and 30 years of pain and 30 years of, I guess, I'm assuming he's 30. And it's just his life of what he's had to go through to get where he's at. He's just always, been unsure of himself, and then he's had to overcome that. And then what about if people think this, and then he's had to overcome that and seeking validation. And just he expresses it so well because everybody goes through that. No matter what you're trying to do, if you're trying to be an artist or you're trying to be a corporate, assistant somewhere at a job, like a normal 9 to 5, you still, as long as you're interacting with the world and people, you're still going through very similar things. You have things in your life that you have to overcome. You have dealing with the way people treat you, how you want to be perceived by people, and being able to deal around that while being true to yourself. And a lot of people struggle with that because, we seek validation and we don't want to be judged. And so we might do things that we think are in our favor because we think people are going to judge us a certain way. So he's very, very good at expressing that and writing it into music and making a song out of it. Now the chorus in here, I don't really know if there was a chorus or maybe I'm tripping. And if there was, it wasn't like your typical chorus where it was a hook and it kept coming back. I think this is maybe just a showcase and a premiere trailer of maybe his upcoming album, and it's kind of like a statement piece. But the subject material is just extremely relatable. And I know from the past songs that I've done, he's had the black outfit all the time. So maybe this new outfit, this white, this hope, is maybe a new direction. And he did say that in the song. There was a line where he said he wants to do something else that no one else can, that basically he can. And then also he wants to do something different. Let me switch it up. So maybe he's going to start switching it up. The instrumental, there was a point in time where, especially in the beginning, where it sounds kind of eerie and it's unsettling, but it also is just powerful and kind of epic, and it feels inspiring with a little bit of undertone of kind of uncertainty and just not necessarily mystery, but just you're unsure if this is overall positive, you know, because I think that is done intentionally to go into his lyrics of, I mean, you do go back and forth. Not every day is perfect. You're happy some days, you're sad some days, and that is the balance of life. So I like the instrumental, and his instrumentals have always been very unique and very different to him. Like they are, I mean, there's violins in there. There's more of, it's more of a soundtrack, the type of instrumentals that he makes and he gets on. I don't know if he produces them himself. I'm sure he has a hand in it. He's very artistic, but the sound overall is just more of a soundtrack than your typical like radio song, you know, most of the time, at least what I've heard from NF. So I enjoyed this. The video was dope. The transitions in the video were dope. The raft shot, like just simple shots like that looked so cool. And I think they're symbolic in a way, like, dude, you're just floating out in the ocean. That's kind of a scary thing, right? That's how he probably feels, like all alone in this vast emptiness. The ocean's massive. So if you're just floating out there and the shot that they had, you couldn't see anything but ocean, that is probably conveying a feeling of that's how I feel. You know, I'm just floating in this. It's huge. You know, I don't know where I'm going. I'm just floating along in life. So I like a lot of the imagery in here. I love the scene where the older version of himself is in a prison cell and his mouth is closed. So basically, I think that represents where he feels like he would end up if he doesn't stand for what he believes in, say what he wants to say, do what he wants to do, and like truly be himself without the opinion, a consideration of opinions of others, because that is where you're going to end up if you live your life based on what other people think about you. Is you're going to be in that prison with tape on your mouth, not saying anything, and you're going to be miserable, you know, versus actually taking that tape off and saying what you want to say and living how you want to live regardless of what people think. You'll be free. So I love that part of the video. But this is great, man. NF is a fantastic artist. Good rhyming in here, obviously. Great rapping, good cadence. His flow is very, very good, very on point. I mean, it's very meticulous. The subject matter, very relatable. And he's so passionate. Like he's calm in his voice at the beginning, and then he ramps it up and he's like not screaming, but he's just going in, like giving it everything he has. And even his performance in the video, his acting is very good to play these two parts, a back and forth of good and evil, if you want to, you know, say it that. He's just good, man. It's a very, very talented dude. So I would love to jump more into NF. If he's got a album April 7th. So Hope is coming out April 7th. I can't wait to see what he's got, because this is art, man. So many NF, Ren, Dax, Tom McDonald, like a lot of these artists make more artistic music that's not like for the radio. They make it for themselves. They make it for the expression of the art, and it's all about the art. And I love finding artists like this. So I'm excited to jump more into NF and see what he's got coming out this album, because I bet it's going to be special, because a dude like this puts everything into it and is not doing it for the money. He's doing it for the art and its longevity. I mean, it's going to be around for a long time, and it's going to be masterpieces of music coming out on this album. So I'm excited, but that'll do it for today's reaction video. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment down below. It helps the channel grow, helps the YouTube algorithm. If you're new here and you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button. If you're not new here, welcome back. I appreciate the love and support as always. Thank you very much for showing up and showing love. You know what to do. Leave some comments down below. What do you think about this? Are you a fan of NF? You know, how long have you been listening to him? What should I check out? Is this good compared to his other music? I mean, I think this isn't really like a replayable song, but it is just, it's an art piece. You know, it's like one of those movies where you watch and you have to wait a while before you can watch it again, because it's just so much. It's so intense. It's so artistic, and that it's not like built for consumerism to just turn your brain off and listen to. This is a thought-provoking song too. So, but let me know what you think about it, as well as if you're new to NF or you're a fan and you haven't done so, be sure to support NF. Subscribe to his YouTube, follow him on social media, stream his music anywhere and everywhere you can stream music, because support is number one for any artist, band, rapper, creator, entertainer, whoever's making content or music for you to enjoy, and you do enjoy it, reciprocate that energy via support. So with all of that being said, I hope you're having a great day. I'm sending positive vibes your way, and until next time, I'm out.